You're watching part 4 of building the Mini-Condor boost glider. Hi, I'm Tim Van Milligan from Apogee Components. Today we're going to go outdoors and find out where the wing needs to be glued on. But before we do that, if you decide that you want to thin these down, these pieces of wood here on the front, to make the glider more aerodynamic, now is the time to do that. You can see that they hang over the edge a little bit. And if you can take that off, it makes the rocket a little bit smaller, and it will glide, or it will boost a little bit higher and glide a little nicer. So you can sand them down, and then you can also round over that edge on the front. Now I would definitely round it off. You want to kind of match the curvature here of this part, of that plastic piece. So go ahead and do that now. And then we're going to go outdoors and actually start throwing this thing around and see how well it glides. We're out here in a nice grassy area where we can test fly our glider. So you're going to need a pencil and the clay weight that comes with the kit. Now what we're going to do is we're going to toss the glider and we're going to look to see if it pitches up or if it dives down. Now if it dives down, that means the nose is too heavy and we need to move the wing forward on the fuselage. Now if it pitches up, it means the tail is too heavy and we need to move the wing further back, like that. So I'm going to start with about halfway in the middle, and I'm going to put a line with my pencil right here behind the wing, and this tells me where I'm starting, so if the wing comes off, I can put it right back at the same spot that it was before. So let's give it a little toss and see what it does. Okay, so it nose dove a little bit. So I'm going to want to move it a little bit forward. So I'll find my line, move it a little bit forward from that line, and mark it again. All right, now we're going to toss it again. Okay, so it's leveling out a little bit. Now my wind is actually coming from this direction, so I'm throwing it in the wrong direction. I actually want to go into the wind a little bit. So I'm going to toss it again. Okay, so it went out of your view, but it was nice and level, just like that. All right, so that is pretty much the technique on trimming the glider. Oh, it fell off again. Now, the clay, what you use the clay for is to level out the glide. If it banks one way or the other way as it's flying, that means that one wing is lighter than the other, and that's where the clay comes in. So you can take a little piece of clay and just have it on the tip of my finger. So if it went to this way, that means the high wing, you got to put a little bit of clay on the underside, and that will bring that wing down a little bit so that it doesn't roll on you. So, okay, so it still wanted to come up a little bit, so I need more weight. All right, so I'm going to continue to hand toss this glider. And I have other videos on tossing gliders, and I'll link to them on the Apogee website. Over here on the side are some more videos that I think you're going to like. May the winds be light, may the skies be blue, and may all your rockets fly straight and true.